Do another one here. All right, this one says, hey, doc, what exactly is a spinal block injection? Will it work long-term for low back pain due to disc problems? Okay, so spinal block, guys, they're going in, they're injecting usually some type of I want to think of the term I'm using here. They're going to deaden the nerve, for a lack of better words. They're going to put something in there so the nerve no longer feels the same pain sensations. Sometimes they'll put an anti-inflammatory in to take pressure off areas. Sometimes they'll literally just go in and deaden the nerve so it doesn't get that sensation. And it's not a bad thing if you're miserable and that's the only option you have. I understand that. I'm not saying no, all right? But are there better options? Of course there are. Now, as far as long-term, getting rid of low back pain due to a disc problem, if it blocks it, if it gets it out of there, it will be only because the body has gotten the pressure away from that nerve root on its own. The block will do nothing for that. It just simply says, look, there's a brick on your hand. I'm going to give you enough meds in there that you no longer feel the brick. But the brick's still on your hand. And so you still have that dysfunction. You got to restore normal. That's the stress. So long term, can it help? It can help a little, but you still have to go back and figure out, all right, why is it doing this? What's going on? Can we get this off here? Otherwise, it tends to come back. You know, if you look up spinal surgeries for back pain and things like that, if you look up their long-term success over a 2-year period, it's like not having the surgery at all for most people. They fail a lot. You know, when I first looked this up online, I was digging through, and of course the spinal group will say, oh my gosh, look, we have an 80% success rate. It works amazing. It's the best thing ever. And I thought, well, who would really give me a real accurate look at this? How about work comp? Let's look at workman's comp from different states and see what they say about their back pain people who have had spinal surgery. They noted an 80% failure rate after a year and a half. 80% failure rate. So you got one group doing it saying, man, it works 80% of the time. You got the other group doing it that says, no. After we watch this for a year and a half, it fails 80% of the time. See, if you don't get rid of the cause, things come back. So when you're looking at this sort of thing, you look at disc problems, this and that, there's more to it. Balance the body. Fix it physically, fix it nutritionally, balance it neurologically, and that will keep it away and get it to go away. And if you happen to do an injection or a block or anything of that nature to help along the way, okay, cool, right? But you still got to balance it. And if you can do these things, you can get amazing, amazing results, guys. It just goes back to these very basic, simple things. Restore normal function. And if you can do that, the body can return itself, ironically, back to normal. That makes sense, right? We just feel better.